Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mutant Year Zero. I'm your BringItDon. And welcome to Eden.
That's the same star we saw on those flying machines. The machines did come from here. Hammond was right.
Interesting. This is a note. That's weird, the sound cut out. Military recall. Command is in a state of total panic following the loss of orbital Z1. An order has been issued to return all militarized bots and equipment directly to Unit Theta. My suspicions are confirmed. Without a shadow of a doubt, we're at war. I can only hope that this is quick, regardless who wins. Interesting. This episode will probably be really short. It's just the, well, seems like there's a fair amount to explore here. So when I say it'll be short, I honestly have no idea. Should I go back and buy medkits? Skeletons in here.
I knew this med pack was gonna be here. How do I know this?
Well, it's good because you're gonna need one, Borman. It's another note. Project cancelled. Evacuation orders have been given and a destruction order has been issued for all research, including the healthy biological subjects. This has upset a number of us, not just for ethical reasons, but for the sheer loss of what we have accomplished. The news has hit Ingmar particularly bad. He has locked himself in the birthing chamber with the subjects and refuses to open the door. See, I wonder if the Elder is Ingmar. Because he ran away with all the mutants. And Plutonia was one of those mutants as well. The only way to find out is to push ever forward.
More guarding machines. All unbroken. But quiet. Are they asleep?
Is this what they use to send out the mutants into the zone? I really like that area.
This is it. I don't know why the Elder kept us away from this place, but I think we're about to find out.
Peace talks fail. It is a tense and dreadful time. We have heard whispers that the peace talks have broken down irreparably. And to confirm this somewhat, Command has just ordered us to consider Elysium as hostile, and to forcibly remove, if necessary, any Elysium diplomats and scientists from the facility. This is a sad day for us all. I'll investigate it in a second. Alright, let's investigate.
I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
Wait a second. Is that the first area? The playground? Or is this where they were just raised?
Unreal. A tree and grass. Just like outside.
This looks like the playground and everything. The setup looks similar to the playground and the... Okay, shit. Which way should I go? Alright, we gotta climb the ladder, see if they see anything at the top of the slide. Nope, nothing. Okay. Let's go off to the left first, because I saw that door over there. Then we'll push into there, where the biohazard signs are.
This place is messing with my head. This can't be a picture of me, right?
Fascinating. I do want to check, how many notes do I have? I need 2 more notes. I'm hoping they're both in this facility, because I don't know where I would have missed them otherwise. Alright, looks like there's one up ahead. Bone density report 12W. Regression of in-skeletal mass against soft tissue mass equals total body mass, skeletal mass, and passerine birds, rodents, gray diamond dash, and bats. Raw data is in the electronic supplementary material. To the mass of the mammal skeletons, 15% was added to account for the fact that mammal bones are not pneumatized but contain marrow. Regression slopes do not differ significantly. Comparison of skeletal mass used analysis of covariance demonstrate that the mass of bird skeletons is indistinguishable from that of rodents. Okay, okay.
All this time we're talking about skeletons that don't look like us. This one kinda does. There might have been mutants in Eden.
No, I'm stuck. Alright. This should be the last note. DNA analysis 67J. The data yielded a maximum likelihood of 0.20 P&G for 2 haplotypes, combining A and C on the one hand, and Y and Y2 on the other, and of 0 when all 4 haplotypes were examined. 95% confidence interval for P&G was 0.83 for 2 haplotypes, and 0.28 for 4 haplotypes. The 2 haplotype confidence interval was considerably larger because of haplotypes A and C were combined, which masked the fact that in the southern T1 domestic pigs, haplotype A is more frequent than haplotype C. A is 64% versus C 36% among the European haplotypes. Whereas in northern T1 wild boars, haplotype C is almost 5 times more frequent than A. A is 17% versus C is 83%. I honestly don't know what any of that means, but it has something to do with Borman, I'm assuming. So that should be all the notes, right? Yep, 25 of 25. Can I open up any of those lockers? No. An incubation chamber, or whatever it's called. Skeletons dead at their desks, and that guy's sitting down, like.
Look, the screen with the lights. If we want answers, that's a good place to start. We huddle around the screen. The words Mutant Project blink on and off in big red letters. The screen turns black, then explodes with a flurry of flashing images, faster than we can take in. I catch glimpses of mutants in test tubes, animals in cages, strands of code, something called DNA. The screen freezes on one final image. An employee profile. A scientist of the Mutant Project. It says his name is Ingmar Edison. His face. When we see his face, those eyes staring back at us, we couldn't believe it. It was him. The profile says his status was revoked after stealing mutant experiments from the lab. Memories come flooding back. We were the experiments. They raised us in tubes and played games with our DNA. Made us freaks. The Elder was part of this. Happy endings died with the ancients. Why didn't he tell us? Who is he? The room spins. truth comes flooding back into my brain. Everything I know is a lie. I lose my balance. As the room turns black, a voice crackles onto the radio. Ghost-like, ethereal, like the ancients calling down from space.
Come on, Center, Sweden. Come on, Center, Sweden. I repeat, come on, Center, Sweden. Come on, Center, Sweden. Come on, Center, Sweden. I repeat.
Is that it? Yeah. So I think the ending there, obviously the voice on the radio, I guess when they went back into Eden, it activated the facility, and I guess survivors elsewhere picked up the signal of the facility coming back online. I knew something was up with the Elder the entire time. Like, that wasn't really a huge twist. But man, this game was fantastic. I honestly would say this is the best game to come out so far in 2018. There's been other good games in 2018. I'm again specifically talking about PC. I know there's some good games that came out for consoles as well. This game, everything about it's good. The soundtrack, the voice acting was phenomenal. I think the voice acting was just top tier. I don't know how to describe it. It was great. Now the game, I don't think has a lot of replay value outside of difficulty challenges. Like, if you didn't play it on very hard the first time, you can always go back and play it very hard. Iron Mutant as well. Other than that, not a whole lot of replay value. The story's stagnant. The enemies are stagnant. Like, they don't respawn. The items are also stagnant. They're in the same places every time. Nothing really changes. But even with all that, the game is fantastic. Like, it's definitely worth a single playthrough. So if you're on the fence about it, definitely give it a shot. I think it's only like $30 or something. Again, the campaign's not super duper long, but it doesn't need to be like all the AAA games and drawn out forever, so people feel like they get their money's worth. It was just the right length, so that it didn't feel overbearing. Like, it didn't feel like work trying to explore the world and everything. It was well done. Everything about this game was fantastic. I loved everything about it. Mainly, I could use more weapons. Maybe a couple more areas to explore. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every second I played of this game. It does get the old BringItDon 2 thumbs up. If I could give it 3 thumbs up, I would. This is I think this is the biggest treat to come out of 2018. I mean, I expected it to be good, but not as good as it actually was. It was a real treat. That's what I talk about. Music. Music was good. The artwork was good. The voice acting was good. Again, it had a very specific, like, nostalgic feeling. It was very Shadowrun and what's the other game? Shadowrun, XCOM, obviously. There's another game I'm trying to think of. It had a very Shadowrun 90s feel to it, which felt really good. It's very nostalgic for someone, in my age bracket. It definitely resonated with me in a very, again, nostalgic way. It was I don't know, even though I'm not familiar with Mutant at all, just the setting and everything, just, it felt good. It was a good feeling game the whole way through, and it never felt like it gypped you and like combat or anything and your chance to hit. It always felt fair. The game was fair. If something didn't go your way, it was probably your fault. And I enjoyed it. It was challenging. It definitely had its challenging moments. There's no more music playing, so we're just gonna jump back to the main menu here, I think. But yeah, I definitely recommend this game to anybody that wants to play through it at least once. I think everyone should play through it at least once if you like tactical games. If you can't stand games like this, turn-based tactical RPG games, then definitely don't give it a shot. But if you ask me, I 100% recommend it. It was a fantastic game, and I do not regret the purchase in any way whatsoever. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next Let's Play.